To our dear officials from the Department of Education, Division of Cagayan de Oro, led by Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Roy Angelo Gazo, PSDS of East 1, Sir Angelito Melisilda, sir, good afternoon. PSDS of Central District, Dr. Marjo Andrade, our school principal, Mr. Eliezer Teruel, assistants to the school principal, Mr. Jericho Pareño and Doc Luz Binolhay, Tuburan National High School Principal, Ma'am Maria Luella Rose de Gracia, and Oro Task Force Commander of the Philippine Army, Colonel Manuel Estadilla. Faculty and staff, parents, our dear completers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm honored and grateful for this opportunity to speak before you today and deliver a message as an alumnus of Gusang Regional Science High School 10. 11 years ago, I was once where you are now, seated in a hall within this same complex, quietly taking in the moment as I attended my own high school graduation. Our batch was historic because we were the last to graduate under the old curriculum before the implementation of the K-12 curriculum. And as I look at you, all of you today, reaching this important milestone, I feel a deep sense of pride as your kuya, not only for what you have already accomplished, but also for the many achievements that await you in the years to come. During our graduation exercises in 2015, I was assigned to lead the alma mater song to close the ceremonies. Wearing my white token cap, may togang I became emotional while conducting and literally cried with heavy tears. Quoting the last line of the hymn, I will not sing, I quote, "As we leave your open portals, we have come to dedicate you with a love forever burning in our soul." Forever burning in our soul. In my mind, I asked, how could I possibly end this wonderful journey? How could I possibly end this love burning in my soul? The song had such an emotional impact on me because it marked the end of our high school journey. My 17-year-old self was overwhelmed with both joy and pain as it finally came to a close. It was a bittersweet moment. Although the entire experience was challenging, I can always look back with joy and say that my high school journey was one of the best chapters of my life. I met classmates who became lifelong friends and teachers and mentors whom I will always remember. Our shared stories, dreams, and experiences shaped my understanding of what it means to endure and of what it means to be shaped by the people around me. This is because I'm a product of many things. A product of how my parents raised me, a product of my own experiences, and a product of my mentors and teachers. This is why I'd like to take this opportunity to give a special recognition to my class advisor, Teacher Johan Pahay, who guided me and my classmates throughout most of my high school years in every way possible. As a very supportive teacher, you were instrumental in helping us realize our goals. Equally thankful to my other teachers during my senior year at RSHS, Teacher Judith Marcaida, Teacher Irma Dapin, Sir Aris Pagale, Sir Julius Tan, Sir Lloyd Cabuno, Sir Sam Linog, Sir Mark Gabulis, Sir Dental, and Sir Ferdinand Corpus. Thank you for your brilliant teaching and for always understanding whenever I had to be excused for my SSG duties or off-campus competitions. To our campus journalism advisors and teachers, Teacher Luz Pinolhay, Teacher Jazz Gempo, Teacher Jean Luminhay, Teacher Sally Violeta, Teacher Chinita Iliana, Teacher Beverly Zapata, and especially Sir Storm Serena and Teacher Maria Cristina Ganas. Thank you for your dedication in pushing and bringing our strengths beyond the press conferences. To my SSG moderators, Sir John Nicolonia and Sir Adam Malunas. Thank you for guiding us to become servant leaders. To the other men and women who stood in the halls of Lusaka RSHS during my time, allow me to honor them by mentioning their last names: Arteta, Yumuno, Borges, Cepeda, Triz, Opsioma, Montes, Emata, Montesclaros, Pimentel, who is also here today, Chua and Maputol. And to the many others whom I may have not mentioned, most especially the key figures, Mamir Namandaw and Sir Mario Serenia. And to all the teachers present here today, please accept my deepest gratitude. Let us give them a well-deserved round of applause. I am also a product of my hard-working parents, Yuri and Tita, who throughout their lives have taught me the values of perseverance, compassion, and diligence. To the parents and guardians here today, you are part of this milestone because of your unwavering support and your unconditional love for your children. Please know that your efforts and sacrifices do not go unnoticed. Sa atong mga ginikanan, daghang salamat. Let us give them a big round of applause. As your children enter a new chapter of their lives, allow them the space to explore their own paths. Talk to them about their dreams. Speak with them not only about the future you envision for them, but also about the future they envision for themselves. This generation, as we all know, is assertive. They are socially aware and values authenticity. They are not afraid to stand up for what they believe is right. So allow them to take part in shaping their future. Allow them to speak, and most importantly, allow them to be heard. I am also a product of my own experiences. Like many of you, I grew up in a competitive academic environment since grade school. I was never comfortable settling for the bare minimum. I always tried to give my full effort in everything I did. But as you all know, a science high school education is not for the faint of heart. It humbles you. It reminds you that there is always more to learn and a longer road ahead. The pressure to meet every requirement can be overwhelming, often daunting. It constantly reminds you that you must live up to the expectations of the institution and uphold its reputation. During my stay at RS, I was fortunate to be in an environment that helped me discover my passion for service and leadership. In small class groupings, I was always excited about how we could always bring out each other's full potential. That enthusiasm carried me through my 4 years there and pushed me to become actively involved in student affairs. As mentioned by Teacher Joe, it also led me to establish and organize what would later become the longest-running student political party on campus, Team Una. I am also grateful to have been active in campus journalism and serve as a news editor of Nudo Veritas. I was likewise honored to be part of the pioneering team of our school's first ever English radio broadcasting team. You see, I was very active in extracurricular activities, which sometimes came at the expense of my time in academics. Was it worth it? Maybe. But the lessons I learned shaped who I am today and opened opportunities for me beyond the four corners of the classroom. When I reached college, I learned a deeper truth. Excellence without honor is nothing but superficial. But when you put honor for excellence, it becomes your compass in life, especially in serving the Filipino people. In a nation where brazen graphic corruption has stolen billions or even trillions of pesos, may we remember that honor demands courage. The courage to confront injustice, to stand for what is right even when it is difficult. Honor, excellence, service, these are the values instilled in me at the University of the Philippines. They shaped my mind, forged my principles, and strengthened my resolve to serve the nation, uphold social responsibility, and commit myself to the greater good. This is why I wanted to give back to the Filipino people And this commitment led me to pursue a career in communications. By working on the front lines of keeping the public informed, I entered the media industry with a deep sense of purpose. At the Inquirer, I work at the intersection of data and design. My role helps people make informed decisions by transforming complex realities into clear and meaningful messages. Like any professional, the work can be exhausting and demanding, especially in an industry where the news cycle never sleeps, and even at night. Yet it is also very fulfilling. Although the work can sometimes feel thankless, I find meaning in it, knowing that what we do ultimately serves the nation and the people. But this afternoon is not about me, it is about you. Your presence here is a testament to the hard work that brought you to this milestone. You studied diligently to earn the seats you now occupy. So take a moment to recognize that achievement and give yourselves a big round of applause. Perhaps many of you will choose to stay in STEM for senior high school. That is a good choice. After all, you already have strong foundations from your 4 years in junior high school. But before you make major decisions, there are 3 things I want you to remember. First, be pragmatic. The ongoing geopolitical tensions in the Middle East have created significant uncertainty across the world, in the economy, in food security, and in the very future we are talking about. The unprecedented rise of artificial intelligence in workplaces will in the coming years affect millions of jobs and even replace humans. These kinds of developments remind us to be pragmatic by making decisions that are sensible and grounded in these realities. Observe what is happening around you and make decisions that are informed, rational, and responsive to the times. Second, identify your North Star. As you enter senior high school, take the time to reflect on what you really want to pursue. Whether you remain in STEM, explore the humanities and social sciences, or even take ABM. What matters most is that you develop a sense of direction. Your 2 years in senior high school will help build a foundation for a path that you will take in college and beyond. Of course, life rarely offers final answers. Circumstances change, and so will you. But having a guiding direction will help you move forward with purpose. Finally, give your time more life. We often say that time is precious. Time is gold, as the saying goes. Sometimes, I wish we had 48 hours in a day just to finish everything we need to do. But the truth is, you cannot give your life or time. So instead, give your time or life. Dili man imong madugangan o oras ang imong kinabuhi, pwede nimo dugangan o kinabuhi ang imong oras. Pause when you need to, breathe when things get overwhelming. Allow yourself the space to grow, to reflect, and to live fully in the moments that actually matter. As you prepare for the next chapter of your journey, remember those 3 things. Be pragmatic, identify your North Star, and give your time more life. This year's theme puts a strong emphasis that Filipino graduates are prepared to lead with competence and character. Competence allows you to solve problems, build ideas, and move society forward. But character ensures that the knowledge you carry is used with integrity, compassion, and responsibility. After 4 years at Busa Regional Science High School 10, I am confident that you embody both. The lessons you have learned will shape the way you think, but it is your character that will shape the kind of future you create, not only for yourselves, but for the nation you will one day lead and serve. The future of our country now calls upon your generation, and I challenge you to answer that call to serve the Filipino people. Congratulations, grade 10 completers. Nagang salamat. Ug maayong hapon.